Hello everyone, Design the Perceptual Abyss, and today we're doing... Wait. Hey, it's working. We're doing a Roblox tournament. You're probably wondering... Okay, I'm going to turn down the volume. This is going to be the map we're going to be using. Other settings. Okay, we're going to turn that off now. I have a wheel here with every single humanoid species in Roblox, and we're going to determine the matchups by spinning this wheel. For example, we'll Mutar versus Howlers. That's not going to be the first matchup. Just going to have it on this so I can use the hide option. Because I don't know whenever I'm going to need this wheel again. It's a very useful wheel. It has a lot of useful info on it. Anyway, need to do something else. Side. Hurts. Feels way better, but... that's just still gonna be a bitch to me, eh? Thank you. Oh, I love you, ad blocker. I kind of hate that you make my entire screen blue, but beggars can't be choosers. Anyways, I'm going to promote my stream real quick, and then we'll begin with the challenge. Man, you want to know something? I know that I don't normally go on about my personal life and shit that happens in it, but not by recently, I mean like this morning, my finger, right? Like my middle finger specifically, it swelled up like very, very badly like this weekend. Or was it last week? I don't remember. But essentially, it swelled up. Didn't really hurt that badly, but I could see the writing on the wall because I had this happen to me one other time. It started to swell up, and then eventually it began to hurt decently badly, and I was like, yeah, I can live with the pain, but I know I'll have to pop it. Tried to pop it in the shower, did not work. And wish I was joking. Anyway. And after the fact, I went on for a couple more days. It began to hurt like a tiny bit more. It was like, it's fine. And then yesterday happened. That's when it started reaching its climax. I play hooky. I try to pop it again. Can't bring myself to do it. And then I come up with the plans of like, okay, I'm going to get some stuff off. I have like this giant brown book on my desk. It's for like DMing and shit. And I was going to put my finger underneath the book and just BAM with my other hand. But I couldn't bring myself to do it because one of your body's like underneath severe pain and you are going to do an action to bring it more pain. It does not let you. It depends on your willpower, and I just did not have enough willpower to do it. So I was like, hey, my friend's coming over. Maybe I can ask him to do it. He says, hell no. Which, understandable. I wouldn't really want to do that to a friend of mine. But at the same time, kind of wish he said yeah. But actually, no, we need to stay on the spinner so I can do this. And essentially, I had to deal with that pain all day yesterday. And I was like, Owen, are you sure you don't want to help me? And he's like, nah, man, I'm good. So I was like, fuck, I have to wait till I get home then. I get home, I asked my dad, hey, can you pop my finger for me? He's like, I don't really see like a head on it where the pimple is, so I can't really, but I can poke it. So they hold my hand to the kitchen counter. My brother comes in with a needle, The needle was not sharp enough. He also had a scalpel, but I did not trust it. So essentially, he stabs at it. It hurts like hell, but we're not able to pop it, which I cannot tell you how painful that was. Emotionally painful and physically painful. Could hardly sleep last night. I had to take some pain meds. Finally was able to sleep. I wake up this morning. It still feels like crap. I put a potato on it. Doesn't really work. It just makes my finger look charred black. So I clean off my finger to the best that I can, and then we go to the doctor. And the doctors are like, oh, yeah, we can do that for you. Do you want us to just cut it open and give you some antibiotics? I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. Didn't say fuck, but like, you get the motive. And not with as much energy. I was very, very subdued. I was like, yeah, man, please. I know it's going to hurt in the short time. I just want to get this pain over with. And he's like, and she's like, yeah, man, I'm going to get that for you. So they bring me to the table. Hurts like actual hell, them cutting it open. Like, they did numb it. Like, the cutting itself bit didn't hurt. It was them poking at it with, like, a syringe. That's what hurt. Man, I hate shots. I hate them so much. They hurt. Surprising amount. Which, something that I learned to value today was, if you're about to undergo something painful from a doctor, bite your hand as hard as you can, or just bite something so you distract your brain from the other painful bit. It only really worked with, like, the first shot they gave me of antibiotic, but, like, essentially, they diagnosed it as cellulitis on an unspecified finger, but I did specify it was the middle finger. I don't know why they just didn't type cellulitis on the middle finger. Maybe, I'm not a doctor or shit, but... Anyways, that was my morning. Kinda sucked, but anyways, back to this. Let's see, what do we get first? Cold One. Okay, Cold One versus... Barkthoak. Ooh. I've seen a lot of good potential from the Barkthoak. They always do well. Anyways, turn this up. Turn on the music. Anyways, we're going to put them on the two opposite sides of the continent. We're going to put the Barkthoak. Actually, I don't think I have that list anymore. World. Oh, I still have it. Okay. I don't know if I ever released Roblox Battle Royale. If I didn't, I'm very sad by that. I listed... Oh, fuck. Okay, Alanuki. Okay. Trying to find the informations. Okay. There's a lot more media here, but I should be able to find it. If it were to fucking load. Load, you bastard! Okay. Okay, there are 10 locations. I remember listing them out on this map. I don't remember. Anyway. That sucks. But anyway, I'm going to put the bark folk in the biome that I think fits them the best. Let's go with 5. Okay, they just founded their kingdom. I need to do a little bit of modification to the cold ones so they can actually form a civilization. And we're going to put them on the ice island, obviously. It's absolutely loaded with adamantine. I'm going to give them a higher starting population because they repopulate slower. A nice even 115. Oh yeah, forgot. I need to change for subspecies. Okay, let's give them some maybe some. Actually, no, not going to give them hyperintelligence. Oh, I forgot to add the alien. Yeah, I'll add them. Okay, we're going to. I don't know what would be a good metric. We started on year 118. I say 100 years. We're going to go straight to Sonic Speed. Or, instead of 100 years, should we do... 500. I'm doing 500. It is very hard for the cold ones to repopulate. Which, to the folks that are new to this new update, I'll show you why. Okay. These are their traits, and the reason why they're very slow at reproducing is because of their trait called metamorph reproduction, where they reproduce by converting the children of other species and offspring of their own kind. Which... I love how it's called the ultimate identity theft. Which I think is a really cool way of reproducing. Same thing with Soulborn, which is from demons and shit. So, they can't reproduce unless they steal children. Meanwhile, the bark folk are just like normal mammalian species. They reproduce sexually and with viparity. So they just give live birth. And they have like medium to long gestation. Or just average gestation time. Which I'm guessing they're converting the children of penguins or some shit. Because they're reproducing. They started at 115, now they're at 126. So... yeah, they're reproducing, and they can make chips. That's good. But if they don't move from this island, they're kind of screwed. And looks like they are making adamantine gear. And they have ice hammers. That's cool. I believe there's such a thing known as... Ooh, they colonized the city of Ice Mib. It's very hard to pronounce this shit. But they're not colonizing nearly as well as the dogs are. So, okay, diplomacy and rebellions are on. So, essentially, these guys can go to war at any time, ever. But the reason why I have this on is because I want to test a couple things. The strength of said race, and on how good they are at managing a kingdom. Because an orc kingdom works differently than a human kingdom. A human kingdom is very good at managing itself and is able to maintain relative stability. Well, an orc kingdom can easily just fracture, splinter, and die. And it looks like both of them are having very, very good gains. They're almost at 200, and they are almost at... See, this is why I want to test this out. Because I want to see how badly fractured these kingdoms in the end become. And I want to test which one is better in the end, as in, okay, they have 100 gain on their population. These guys have increased their population like tenfold. Okay. Oh, they got rid of fireworks! Oh, I'm not sad! And they have another rebellion. Wolf versus Wath. Only one Splinter Kingdom of the dogs is actively not going against them. But the cold ones are having a way better time with maintaining stability over their empire. Mainly because they are overall just a smaller kingdom. And the dogs are now 100% at civil war against one another. There's a very good chance that the cold ones can easily just rip them apart. We're having our first war against the dogs. The Turtle Conclave, which consists of 6 nations, versus the Cold Ones. I'm not going to try to pronounce their kingdom name. Let's see. They do have more warriors than the dogs do, but they do have a way less population, so every loss they take is a way heavier one than the dogs. But I think the Cold Ones can win this. It's very hard to see what's happening because of the thick foliage. Oh man, the cold ones are going way down south. Ooh. And it looks like the Turtle Conclave has managed to take one of their cities. The cold ones are taking it back though. Okay, that entire city was just destroyed. Okay, you're going to see at the casualties. Surprisingly, that is not the deadliest war. The deadliest war is Wolf versus these 3 guys. They've killed one of them. They are losing way more guys, but I don't think I've seen their population increase since the beginning of the war. But I think they are overall just better geared and everything. Yeah, they have adamantine armor, and they are born with natural weapons called ice hammers. So, is every person... Yeah, every cold one, even though they're not all soldiers, all have ice hammers. So naturally, they are stronger than the average bark folk, which is not always strapped. Okay, they're sending in another expedition. Ooh, they've lost a couple of their major cities. Wolf is still around. I'm very shocked by that. But they are kind of like dogging on their enemies. Yeah, Angry Villagers is on. I am going to speed things up. And by the way, like, even though, like, the dogs are at each other's throats, this does end once, like, one species is entirely extinct or they have no more kingdoms. Because there's still a war, but I think the Cold Ones are having a counterattack. Oh, this is a child! Damn, the Cold Ones can literally just kill his ass. Wait. Wait, never mind. He's not the king of the city they're fighting, so, yeah. He won't even be targeted. Yeah, there are only 2 alliances, and I believe the Turtle Conclave is the stronger one. Very shocking, even though they are kind of getting their ass kicked. They've been pretty stable, actually. Even though their mainland cities are probably the reason why they're even at war to begin with against the Turtle Conclave. Damn, that is a massive alliance. Oh, wait, no. I mistake their capital's population, which is giant, by the way. That's like half of their population inside of a single city. But they have destroyed this village. That king is more than likely dead. Yep, he is dead. This is the bastard that killed him. Oh my goodness! He betrayed his own people! Kolonek, you bastard! Kolonek, why the hell did you betray them? I've never seen that before. To be fair, I haven't really been paying attention to, like, the NPCs themselves. Just really the kingdoms and shit. But, like... what the hell, dude? I hope he does. He betrayed his kingdom. I have no respect for bastards like that. The Dragon Coalition's actually a very peaceful one. These guys, though, are, like, trying to reclaim their former empire, which I do respect, but, like... I still can't get over the fact that a Cold One betrayed his own kingdom, dude. They strike me as, like, a guy to be loyal. Like, they hate life. I think he's dead, right? I think he was killed. Yeah, he was killed by one of his own people. Which he honestly deserved, by the way. Like, bro, what the hell? You kill a king and you're like, I'll betray my own kingdom. It's the worst that can happen. My personal opinion, I love humans the most because they are the most simple and the, lack of a better term, like a very, very clear, open slate. But orcs, in a 1v1 situation, I don't think humans are the best. Like, orcs beat their ass. Elves, I think, can also, and so can dwarves. But humans as a unit together, I think, overall work better as a kingdom than the orcs. That's what this is kind of like an experiment of, to see what race is strongest as a kingdom and all by themselves. I think a Cold One is up there as like a singular unit, as like very, very strong. I think like a Cold One can defeat a Bark Folk any day of the week. But I'm here to see whether they are better as a singular unit or as a kingdom as a whole. That's the whole purpose of this stream. But I hope you're enjoying, Mila. Or Mila. Hope you're enjoying. And that is probably the biggest incursion yet. And they just got murdered. I don't know. Honestly, the Cold Ones apparently have been fighting down here because, like, almost everyone down here is dead. Let's see. Yeah, and they can't even reproduce either, so they just have bitches. Which is the female term for dog, by the way. And the Cold Ones are sending in another massive invasion. Okay. Led by Ice Memok. She's a good fighter. She's tough. She has regeneration. That's just a natural cold aura. She's an honest, attractive, soft-skinned, wise person. Anyway. Makes sense. Makes sense. Where's this village? Okay, so she's towards the front here. I want to see where her house is. Which I absolutely love that you can locate houses now in this update. It's so cool. I love... I'm not going to lie. When I originally got the beta for this update, it was very overwhelming. Where the hell are the snowmen? Are they up here or something? But after like getting a better handle on things, I actually now understand what's going on. God damn it. Well, I messed everything up. No, Ice Mamok! She was killed by the boat. Okay. She literally just got Battle of New York'd. The Cold Ones aren't having a nice time. The thing is, though, okay, I'm gonna look at the races. Canis Sapiens and Coda Ice. They are so much more of them. There's still 1,000 of them. There's also been way more deaths, mainly because they've been fighting each other and they've been fighting them, but like... I know I forgot you guys, but like, where the hell did you come from? I'm sorry, man, but it's not your round. Wait. Just wait a damn second, dude. I find it funny how no one's colonized the swamp area, but there's like several people here. King Waff. This guy is fucking built. Here's Wav. I'm gonna name this guy Buster. Because I had a dog plush named Buster once. I loved him. To be fair, Buster wasn't a goddamn thief, but... Teach their own, teach their own. Okay, I'm going to speed things up and see whether they actually take down Waff or not. Wolf, I think, was just taken over. No! Wolf is kind of baller for jumping in against... They're dead, they're dead, they're dead. It's just these three. They've lost. They haven't even lost 100 guys. Like, dude. Don't really see anything important. Fuck you, dude. I don't really like the dog people that much. They're not really my favorite. But they are good, I have to say. They are decently good. I don't know how good they are at kingdom building. Even though Wolf built, like, a giant empire. I'm gonna see. Let's go by age. Okay. And they didn't even have a rebellion till, like, 70 years ago. That actually, like, succeeded and took down their entire empire? Is that actually the case? Wait, no. That's just, like, the oldest rebellion that they just didn't care about. Yeah, it wasn't until, like, 47-something years ago that they actually started, like... Until they had, like, a massive, like, breakdown in all their operations. Which I respect the hell out of. But and finally they got a major W. Let's go. The Turtle Conclave has been dissolved. Wait, what's happening here? I don't think they're being attacked. They're not at war with Waff, but like Wolf is very, very good. I like Wolf. They're good. They're good guys, and they're doing really, really well on the expansion front. I think the next big fight, the Cold Ones are going to get into is going to be against Wolf. I think. To be fair, they weren't the guys to go on the aggro. It was Waff and their allies before the Cold Ones absolutely murdered them with a sacking. I would say the name of their city, but the thing is, almost every single dog city has the exact same name. That's also another reason why I don't really like them that much. Let's look at the kill death ratio. Yep, they're dead as hell. Total deaths 961. They only had 134 deaths, which they easily recovered from. Oh man, someone finally had the balls to colonize the swamp. It's Waff. Good for them. Good for them. That's so much better. Makes sense. Makes sense. Their description on the wiki is they're cold and they hate everything living. So. Makes sense, makes sense, makes sense. Hi! I got a court. We're doing science. We're doing science in Worldbox today. Because we're going to find out which humanoid species is the best in all of Worldbox. And I hope that you're going to enjoy it. So what do you think will be the best species in Worldbox? Okay then, they're not going to war at all, which I can't really blame them. Man, dude, your colonies aren't happy. Okay, let's look at their happiness. 46, they have 7 unhappy units. Damn, they have a lot more colonies than I thought they did. Oh man, a Cold One civil... Well, not really a civil war. More like a rebellion. But like, ooh man, this is gonna be interesting. Ooh! I really like Wolf. I think they're probably the best representation for what the Barkfolk can do as a kingdom. Let's see their current king. King Wolf. I'm gonna rename him. That is a shitty name. What gender are you? Okay, so you're a dude. I'm gonna name you after one of my favorite dogs, Scooby-Doo. I'm not joking, I actually had a dog named Scooby. I loved him. God damn it, now I'm getting sentimental. Anyway. Scooby-Doo, I want to see how you've been doing as a king. Your heir is Waff. I'm going to name him Scrappy. Okay, I'll do that. Plots. Is there an assassination plot? Diplomacy. I guess not. Anyway. Wolf. Passive unity. I'm going to name this after you. I'm going to name the national religion of an entire dog race after your username. There we go. Anyway. Okay. I'm going to look at Scrappy. Scrappy is pretty old, actually. Let's look at his children. We're going to name... I think it's a she. Faithful. Grandparents are waffles. Yep. Here's Faithful. Give her immortality. Helophobia. No, I don't want to give her fierce sunburns. Do I have the honest trait? I should have the honest trait. Where is it? I don't have Dragon Slayer because I haven't had someone slain a dragon yet. Okay, here's honest. I don't think I should create a new island because that won't... I am trying to keep the same map for every single experiment, and I already had this map pre-made, so sorry, can't accommodate that. I do have a savanna biome. It's underneath... Okay, let's go here. Right there. I really want to try and mix up the biomes, but that's not going to be faithful to the experiment. Or... anyway. I think I said 500 years, right? So at the year 618, I'm going to have this end. Let's see how long it's been going. We're going on for around 40 minutes. Yeah, we've been going at this for around 34 minutes. And since he said small island, I guess so. I'm going to make this island like towards the very corner of the map. Here it is. Okay. Put like a raccoon. Actually, no, armadillo. There we go. There's a small savanna island. The reason why is because, on the Discord server, there was a announcement. I'm in the beta, currently. And hi, Jokerov. Sorry I didn't see your chat. One and only bread. Honor, vigilance, and unity. Unity is very ironic. Arabic. Ah, that's cool. Okay. They did win, but it took them like 40 years to win. Okay. Dude, you can tell how much they're avoiding going into the swamp. Like, what is wrong with the swamp, dude? No, Scooby! Scrappy, no! Wait, why did you get the crown? This is a conspiracy! What happened to Faithful? She's alive! Damn, Scrappy's child just got caught, dude. Never knew I would see that inside of a world, but I am honestly on the verge of just having them go to war. That is food. Doing well. Anyway. Planning a war. These guys? I get it, they're bordering you, but they're by far one of the... Actually... Fair point. This Mighty the Armadillo wants gold. Anyways, they're going to war against WAF. We should be able to wrap this up quickly, but if they're actually naval invade, that's the only reason why they'd be able to do this. Oh, we have a Splinter Kingdom. They splintered off. Which I'm going to do the same here. Declare war. I don't care about you wanting to invent a new language. You're going to WoW. Okay, against WAF. Who the hell are they going to war against? Oh man, these poor guys. Which new kingdom? These guys? Yeah. Can't guarantee their survival. Out of court. Anyway. They're in the middle of the goddamn swamp. Anyway. Are you guys waiting for them to get stronger, or are you at least going to finally invade them? So I believe I know. Name your name, Normandy. Yeah, I'll think it. Okay then, they're launching the invasion. General Conab. Oh my goodness, they're causing a lot of devastation. The amount of splinter kingdoms that are coming from the dogs, dude. There are only 7... Oh man, a lot of the cold ones are dying. Dude, that's good to have. Wav... Okay, Kelman betrayed his entire kingdom. So that other guy. Anyway. Oh man, they're sending in a second wave, and yeah, this is the death nail. Kolonok. No, faithful! Now the conquest of justice has ended, and I'm not gonna lie, they literally just got cucked out of their own victory. Anyways, my nice, cold, dead-hearted leader. Go to war! Bitch, I did not say that you can't decide not to. You... Oh, bitch. Oh, you think this is funny, don't you? You a bitch, you know that, right? Anyways, Wolf is kind of getting their ass kicked. They have suffered some decent tragedy, but looks like... Oh no! No, the Swamp Kingdom is still alive. And they just really struggle on... Okay, I guess the dragon died. The dragon died over here somewhere, I don't know. You're going to war! You just really love fucking with me, don't you? I see. Anyway. How many languages are there? There are a couple different ones. WAF is the oldest, obviously, because the dogs did come before the cold ones. You're going to war! Oh my god. He is driving me insane. Anyway. Thank you. I'm on the verge of pulling out the Whisper of War at this point. The thing is, I'm trying to decide what is better, the dogs or the cold ones. And there is currently a war happening between WAF and Wolf. Not the Wolf that just died, these guys. I'm kind of surprised that they're repopulating. Yes, sir. those were children. Good Lord, that is unbalanced. Anyway. Three, two, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1. That was the Discord thing. Anyway. There was a 170-year-old dog. Oh. It's not a dog, it's a cold one. Of course it's a cold one. Sharp wants. I guess the Sharp wants what the Sharp wants. Most known. I'm not gonna lie, if I just saw a random ass dude who literally froze everything around him just show up to my village one day, I would also be wondering, what the hell? I love how, like, upper left. Wait, you're talking about Mighty the Armadillo? He's not Hitler. He's just he's a goofy little guy. He's just an immortal armadillo. It's just Mighty the Armadillo. What do you mean he's Hitler? I, the creator of worlds, gave you divine armor. Oh my god, this is so stupid. Mighty the Armadillo. Where the hell's the dragon? Oh, here he is. Meet your opponent. Dapton. Damn, he didn't even try to fight him. Oh, finally! Good Lord! What city are they in? They're in the city of Waff. I don't really see those just villages. Let the flag be white. Yeah, I can do that. There they are. The swamp people. Anyway. Boop. There we go. Swamp men. The cold ones. They're invading the main kingdom. Which I'm going to give the win to whoever wins this war. Because the cold ones only really have one kingdom. And this is the oldest and the strongest dog nation. So... and I just kind of want this to be over with. Good Lord, they really want these ice people dead. To be fair, I don't really blame you. They're kind of like xenophobic jerks, but, go, my icemen! Freeze them! Oh, man, I absolutely love this game. For winter is coming, boys! I'm gonna name their general Santa Claus. You better watch out, you better not cry, and I'm gonna tell you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Yeah, you can. And they literally just committed maximo genocido against a poor wolf village. Poor dogs. Damn, Dabton. Wait, did Dabton just die? Holy shit, he just died. Go, Santa Claus! Put fear in the hearts of these poor doggos. Yeah, sure. Ooh. I have no idea who this guy... Oh, that was the cold one that betrayed his people! The Frosting Crave. Yeah, not gonna lie. He kind of deserved it. Anyway. By the way, if this causes everyone in your nation to starve, don't blame me. Okay. It's gonna have the war. We're gonna have the war continue while we do this. $300 should be good. Damn, they literally created an entirely new nation inside of the wolf people. That must suck. Like, literally it must does. Yeah, kill them. I would obviously want... If like, a couple guys that just come to my nation, set up a puppet state and just leave, I'd be pissed. Like, honestly. Mighty the armadillo, mighty the armadillo, mighty the armadillo. The swamp people, they're getting stronger. They might also join in on this very, very doggy war. Aw, that's cute. They're celebrating peace. I think Santa Claus is just recovering some health before he goes back into battle. Doesn't really matter in my opinion. He is a badass. Return home, my friend. You did well. Good lord, they're strong. How many people died in that initial fight? Holy shit, they wrecked house. Man, it's not a 1v1. It is like a... Okay, how many kingdoms? Yeah, it's another 6v1. Honestly, once they die, I'm just going to do a cool thing called Spite. Dude, I think the cold ones might stop you. And that is a lot of people. Just don't know if they have the stuff to hold off all those people. What? Yeah, it's the Age of Chaos. I think I might turn on the filter again. It was just so dark. Face. Okay, there we go. That feels better. Anyway, I'm going to speed things up. Oh, they're going on an offensive. I think that's the general. I don't know, but they're all super low on HP and they instantly pussied out. The second, like, cold ones came in. Damn, they're straight up going in for the kill. Oh my goodness, Santa Claus is leading the charge again. Go, Santa Claus. Honestly, I think this is my... Oh, without violating human rights. Fair point, fair point, fair point. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like the cold ones have committed multiple war crimes. Even though... Actually, yeah. I don't think the cold ones have committed any war crimes. They're just kind of dicks. They don't like any other species, but like... If you're a cold one, you're cool. Just don't betray the Empire. Like that bastard Culloden. Anyway. Oh! Good lord, dog. That is evil. That is 100% like a puppet. What country? The swamp people are perfectly fine. They're just kind of like all over the place. They don't really know what to do. Even though they have resources. Stone. No ice mab! Oh, they killed them. They're attacking them on a patrol. Yeah. You better not betray the Empire. Wait, actually, no. The city's getting taken over. But still, betraying the Empire means death. Anyway, let's see who's the other loyal general. Asanab. Lead your men. Actually, I'm going to name him Rudolph. Rudolph. Go, Rudolph. Lead my bloody sleigh tonight. The only reason why I'm not having the swamp people join in on the war is because I don't think they would be able to survive. And it looks like the traitor to the Empire was slaughtered by a loyalist. And then the loyalist was slain. I love the cold ones. No, Rudolph! He was literally killed by a boat. Who's the new general? Prancer! Oh, wait, that's not how you spell Prancer, that's Rancer. Prancer! I think that's a thing. I don't know. Go! Avenge your brother Rudolph! Honestly, I don't know who that is. No! I'm gonna star him so I can come back to him later. Okay. City with the kingdom with the most renown is Wolf. Okay. The swamp people have the highest population, but they literally have no army. Kingdom with the largest army is the Cone Maber. Okay. I think it's either Wolf or it's between these guys and these guys. Which these guys are kicking these guys' asses, so. Do you have, like, no skilled craftsmen? Patriarchy, training potential. They're expansionists. Surprised I already didn't have that. Actually, no. Okay, hopefully these guys are a little more violent. Oh, they have the same culture as these guys. Anyway. No ice neck! Yeah. There is religion in the new update, which it's kind of hard to track. Oh, I'm kind of shocked that I named her. Oh, yeah, I did! Yeah, I forgot about that. And it's actually the most popular religion. Huh, that's cool. Anyway. I'm gonna name you Dasher. Okay, now the Swamp people are actually putting up a decent fight, and they still have not yet created a military for some reason. They have to eat, and for some reason they're not. The Swamp people own it now. Long live the weakest country! Hoo hoo hoo! Yeah! The Swamp people are actually putting up a decent fight. Surprisingly enough, they're actually putting up more of a fight than. Damn, Dasher! I am so disappointed in you. How dare you betray the? How dare you betray the Empire? Santa Claus would be disappointed. Conan, no! He was killed by a filthy swampy. How dare you kill a royal member of the Empire? What kingdom are they from? Oh, they're from the island. And it looks like the swamp people are slowly dying. Rest in peace, swamp people. Well, anyways, this has just been waiting at this point, so. Let's see. Can the Cold Ones take down the entire world? I think they have the strength. One, they're on a very, very secure location. Two, wait, I think theoretically they can literally just march across the ice, which would be very, very funny. Oh my goodness, the snowman actually live in peace with them. That is so adorable. Kona. Excuse me. Has no children. He is not part of any family. The entirety of the desert is literally just gone. See you later. Bye. Hope you have a good day, man. Well, anyway. Oh, they're all attacking, Damn, he's an evil mage staff. Damn, dude. Anyway. They're all trying to attack the village of Isamib. Okay, so they brought them back home to retreat. Well, anyway. Well, anyway. This is literally just going to be the one to end it all. The dogs were good, don't get me wrong, but in the end, they weren't better than the cold ones, which I think I should have expected because the cold ones are not slackers whatsoever. Only one of the dog kingdoms have died. 16. So it is literally a 14-on-1. Oh god, it's Dangerous Son. Which they are beginning to lose men, which is not good. No, Santa Claus! He was killed by a filthy traitor. You bastard. Anyway. Dare you betray the great cold empire? And I find that very funny that that the swamp people died with an ice as an Iceman as the ruler. I think even after Camembert is destroyed, I feel like the Icemen are going to still be very, very strong. Because this is an ice guy. He is still very much a thing. He just lives with the dogs. I don't think he's still part of the... Oh, no. He is still part of the culture. He is throwing a tantrum. Camembert. Ruev. Okay, no one's watching, so... Yeah, shit. But there are a lot. I'm started right? Yeah, I do. They're kind of kicking their asses. Like, yeah, tons of people are dying, but, like, they are kicking their asses. They're beginning to run out of men. They've been fighting non-stop for literal years at this point. Which I will automatically end it once it hits year 600, so... 618, that's the end date. We're currently a little over halfway there. Okay. No one else has showed back up. Okay, now we're in the Age of Ash. It's been kind of a constant stalemate for a while. While that's going on, I'm going to actually go put a couple things inside the wheel. Alien. Angel. Okay, just a little under 100 years left. The only way that they can win is if they kill a whole fuck ton of dogs. Which I don't think they'll be able to kill enough before it ends. Yeah, we're good. There's about as many snowmen as there are cold ones, man. That is very, very funny. A little sad, but funny to say at least. Perceptualabyss opticus. Okay, they're slowly killing more of the Icemen. Which... No, Mighty! He was killed by a dog? You evil, evil bastards. I hate you all. Hello there. Looks so chaos. Yeah, it is pretty chaotic. I'm trying to have these guys rule over the entire world, but they're having a hard time, surprisingly enough. Thank you. Thank you. You are amazing, my man. You are the best. I love you. I love you so much, in fact. Immortality. You deserve to live forever. Can't believe that, dude. How dare he kill Mighty the armadillo? I absolutely hate the dogs now because they killed Mighty. I named an armadillo Mighty the armadillo, and how dare they kill him? Oh my god, these guys have barely made any progress. Literally is refusing to work. $565, $566. Oh man, we're so close to the end. And it's crazy. Yep, I love it. It is a super complicated update. It's hard to figure out when you first open the game up. But once you do, it is very, very fun. I'm currently having the ice people here go and try to conquer the entirety of the world, really. Not really going that well. Go username. Damn, they straight up murdered those dogs. Here, no more chats. Let's see. Come on. Yeah. Who knows? The crabs might actually end up committing genocide against, like, the demons or something. I don't know. Which, I literally have an entire wheel and we're doing this shit tournament style. Because in order for a species to be better than the other, they have to be better at making a kingdom, running the kingdom, and being able to conquer and rule over other territories. Which, at this rate, I think it's going to be more even than I thought it was going to be. Okay. I need to pull out. Oh, shit. Okay. Just 16 years left. $12. 11. Wait. I'm possibly counting wrong, yeah. Now it's 12. Now it's 11. $10. 9. 8. 7. 6. No, I don't. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. 1. Game over. The reason why I don't stream on Twitch is because they don't allow you to stream on both websites at the same time. Or last time I checked, though, they did abolish that rule, which it was stupid to begin with. But anyways, I'm going to tally up the points. Okay, then. I'm just going to get this out of the way. We're going to be ranking them by renown, their population, their fertility, their... Okay, I'm not going to do that. And dead. Renown. Barks have 1. I'm going to destroy the CO. By population, they have 2. Good lord. 3. I'm going to skip that. Actually, I think we should reward the race that got the least amount of deaths. So, the cold ones get a point there. How many children do the cold ones have? They only have 2. Good lord. Now, time for the juicy one. The kingdoms. Okay. Let's rank it by renown. There is a dog kingdom who has gotten renown. Obviously, more population. So, the Bark folk currently have 5 points. Army, they have 6 points. Obviously, they're going to win the children category. 7 points. Their size, they get 3 points. And stability, I'm going to just be real with you. They aren't getting that. So, they get the final total being... Bark folk win with 7 points to the cold ones 4. It was actually more of a blowout than I expected, but at the same time, not really that shocking. The main reason why the cold ones got points in the end was because they were way more stable. They had... What's the word? Oh, fuck. I don't know. I don't remember what else I was going to say. But they did have a way more stable kingdom and economy compared to Wolf that literally collapsed 100 years in. So, that is the end of round 1, Cold One v Barkfolk. So, I'm going to reload the map. Free Isles. Load. Kind of sad that the cold ones didn't win, mainly because I don't like the Bark folk that much. And shit, need to slow that way the hell down. Now, I don't think I'm going to add anyone else. Not right now, anyway. Okay. By the way, this wheel has every humanoid race in the entire game, and it looks like we're going to be having Peck Lords versus Golems. Okay, first I need to find the Bark folk. Here they are. Bring them back in. I'm going to shuffle it. There we go. You'll have to wait a little bit later then, because they weren't the guys to win on the wheel. But we have the chickens and the golems. Right here. Actually, yeah, why not? I think I don't really get to see the what's their faces. I'm not gonna put them on the island, even though there is a crystal biome. I'm not. I'm gonna put them on here. Okay, I'm gonna put 50 of them down. And we're gonna do crocodiles instead. Because, why not? I don't really get to see the crocodiles do that well, so I don't have a lot of hope for them, but I really want them to do well. Ah, god damn it. Actually, yeah, I normally say the crocodiles get their asses kicked, so... We're gonna do 500 years. We're gonna end this at 519. Not 519, 619, so... Okay, looks like the crystal people make their own kingdom first. Okay, we're going to leave that off for a bit. Speed things up. And it looks like the crocodiles make their kingdom next. Grakar versus Sherlite. When they made a government. Actually... Yeah, let's do 4 kingdoms. Since I already have the crocodiles in, I'm only going to spin the wheel one more. Because why not? The more people I get out of the way, the better. And we're going to have the bunnies. Ooh, that's interesting. I've seen good things from them. They're very, very aggressive, and I like that. So I'm going to put the bunnies on this corner of the continent. One, 2, 3. Okay, let's go over here. Okay. Okay then. Chickens, rabbits, and everyone's favorite, the golems and the crocodiles. I think the golems are going to win. They're very, very good at... They're not bad whatsoever, but good lord, they started popping out quick. And we're going to be starting in Age of Sun. I don't think that is the best age to start in because literally an entire island just got... Yeah, they do. They're very, very adorable. Okay, then. I'm going to eradicate any... God damn, dude. They just fucking died. There we go. Very, very sorry to the crystal golems. But good lord, them bunnies are populating quick. Honestly, that's very accurate to the real thing. The crocodiles are also doing pretty good. And it looks like the bunnies are taking over the entire... The chickens are actually doing very, very well in the desert. Wait. Good lord. Okay. I don't want to kill any more golems because they're not doing that well. Ooh. Good lord. Like, we're not getting good ages to start with, are we? I'm going to have the bunnies take out Karaz, and I'm going to have the crocodiles invade Zucker. Oh, no. Bro! Okay, okay. I'm not having the golems get taken out this early. Populate, damn it! Good job, bunnies. What the hell? Bunnies, make sure the crocodiles don't get any more ideas. I'm not going to repopulate them again. They will. They just won't eat the sentient kind. And if you have like 1 million rabbits jumping you at once, I don't think 2 crocodiles can deal with like 100 rabbits. Actually, scratch that. Nearly 500. Good lord. This is not a good age at all. Like, holy shit. we're barely at year 200, and the golems are barely able to even move. Honestly, I'm not really that shocked by the crocodiles not really being able to do that well. It's because they keep on trying to splinter off into different kingdoms, and I keep on killing those guys that are trying to splinter off. Because they're not supposed to do that. Good lord, filthy fucking crocodiles. Why can't you stay united? I've literally had to do the most unification wars for them, dude. There we go. Finally, Kurkaz is dead. Golems. Buddies. Yeah, they're dead. I believe so. Because, good lord, I think the rabbits might win. The Peck Lords aren't doing bad either, but... Golems. Dudes, I had so much faith in ya! What the hell do you eat? Of course they're eating families because they're all fucking dying. They eat stone and minerals. Okay, I don't care. I'm going to do something that I should have done. Apparently, I'm going to give them a ton of crystal to eat. Yeah. This is going to be the Golem's last chance, man. If they fail this time, I'm not going to help them again. But good lord, dude. I absolutely hate the ages we started off with. We started off with, like, the Age of Sun, then the Age of Ash. Now we're actually in a good age. Good lord. The rabbits are going to curb stomp them. Like, it's not even going to be a competition. Honestly, I do agree with you as long as they can get their shit together. Because, as you have seen, I've literally had to, like, repopulate them twice. And if I didn't, they would be dead already. So, as long as they don't end up, you know, starving to death or dying, they should theoretically win. They should. And, yeah. I'm not even shocked either. That's kind of sad. Okay, fuck this shit. You guys are literally not invading them on purpose. Finally, no more crocodile nations. There can only be one. The thing is, though, okay, never mind. I think they actually might be incredibly stable, but they did well in the little island experiment I did yesterday. I don't know why they're doing so horribly now. Okay, they're finally actually able to increase their population. Okay, no, it's going down. It's going down. Yeah, their population is going horribly. It's going way downhill. What of aeons? Good lord. Poor Golem. Yeah. Dude, I'm so disappointed by that. Because, like, before I recorded today, I did like a separate world where I had, like, all different islands being different biomes. And they were doing decently well. They were very, very good diplomats. And now they're just dying slowly. And... the crocodiles are just being disappointments. Not really that shocking. Anyways, I will be right back. I need to go do my laundry. Hopefully nothing crazy will happen while I'm away. Golems are not doing well. Crocodiles are expanding decently enough, and the rabbits are going to really shocking to a difference. Okay, I've returned. What year is it? 280. We're inside the Age of Ice. Goodness gracious. For the golems and the crocodiles, we're not even going to be able to survive. Why are you guys starving? That. Good lord, the peck lord. Yeah. I think the peck lords might be able to defeat the rabbits, though. Let's see. Rabbits don't really have a lot of health. Good lord, she's old. They don't do a lot of damage. Oh, 2 kills. 6 bursts. Yep, makes sense that you have a shit ton of children. For some reason, they live forever, though. There's 3 kids. I think I might turn on diplomacy and and don't worry, the chaos will last longer. And lordy. That is amazing to hear, man. I hope that you can watch longer. I should be streaming for a while all day. Don't know if it'll be Worldbox all day, though. Did promise a friend of mine that I will stream tabs with him, so you might get some Totally Accurate Battle Simulator later. Go. Not gonna lie, I kind of saw that happen. Glory to crocodiles. Love you, man. Love you too, man. Not gonna lie, I kind of expected that to happen to the rabbits, them just falling into complete and utter civil war. But not really the chickens. I thought the chickens were more stable. The bloody uprising. Good lord. This is gonna be one of the most brutal wars yet. Oh man, there's already 1,200 deaths. Oh man, this is gonna absolutely wreck their population. They've already had to completely wipe out like 3 cities. This might give a chance for the crocodiles and the golems to catch up, though. Very disappointed the golems are so ass. But I can only reward one person the point, and the reason why they're not collapsing into civil unrest is because they're not a massive empire. They're a decently big nation, and they're not collapsing into civil unrest, so... Game recognizes game. One of my favorite quotes. But the rabbits were brutal in taking down their insurrections, so... Dude, the rabbits can't catch a break. They have, like, they have 28 cities, which is an insane amount. Like, they're too busy fighting amongst themselves in order to fight each other, which is very, very funny. The crocodiles are also joining in on the conflict. Should be strong. Should be at least. They only have 136 health. The golems are barely even at 100. They haven't had like another massive die-off in a while, which is pretty good. There are so many. 1, 2, 3. 19, 20, 21. 21. Oh. Instigator JB, I believe, which was, it's JP. Jopo. Choppy. Jopa. The Great Chicken Wars. Oh my goodness, dude, that is violent. Not gonna lie, this is probably the most rebellions I've ever seen come out of a single nation, and it just survived. Like, nothing's happening. Which is very, very funny. It's been 210 years since I started this. And for some reason, they're suffering massive insurrection. They do have 180 and 21 starving people, which isn't good. Oz, buddy, dude, I don't know if you're a good king or not. I want to know how this works. Plot recovery. No, they're just suffering another rebellion. They have not... They can declare war on each other now. I'm guessing they're just chill like that. Like, bros, guys, there's no reason to fight. There's only a reason to keep ourselves together. Like, I respect the chicken and rabbit people not going at each other's throats. Damn, that guy was just fucking murdered. Like, he must have had, like, a guy tracking him down. Yeah. This guy must have been following him since, like, he left his city. And then he just jumped him, stabbed him, and left. Ugh. Oh, they're at peace. Yeah, it's not the same, like, how long was that rebellion? That era of warfare was 33 years. I find that image very accurate. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the second they start getting their shit back together, they end up immediately collapsing into, like, rebellion, which is kind of sad, but at the same time expected. These are very, very big empires. Or at least they just have a ton of small villages, which isn't really smart. Like, they're also peaceful. Like, ignoring, like, the civil war that the rabbits go through, like, every 10 seconds, they're very peaceful, which is nice to have. So... likes them. each other. They don't hate each other, which is very, very nice and happy. But eventually, they all have to fight each other, and it's going to be very, very sad. When it hits year 500, that's when I will begin the final war between these four. Which I'm going to be very, very sad to do, because they've been in peace with each other for a while. And the chickens are brutal, dude. Like, they don't take shit from no one. Same with the rabbits. No. I'm in the middle of a recording session. I can't just pop up like a... I can only chat on, not YouTube Studio. Honestly, I have been very, very interested on Neil the Illustrator recently. I don't know if you guys can see my... No, you guys cannot see me at all. Where I'm, like, leaning back on my chair. Oh, it's so comfy. Let's move this way. Oh, man, I'm tired. Good lord. Yeah, I said 500. That's when we're going to begin the all-out war. But it looks like the rabbits are already going after the crocodiles. Which, as predicted, the crocodiles are getting their asses whooped. The rabbits are invading the crocodiles. Just kind of sad. And it looks like the golems are finally going extinct. Man, it's been a while. They can't die of old age, but they can die of starvation. Oh, man. Yeah, the golems are essentially all out of the race, and the crocodiles are going to follow suit soon. And I don't think the chickens are going to be united enough to defeat the rabbits. Oh, God. Need to slip back up. Okay, no one else has chatted. Oh, man. Pull crocodiles. Actually, let me speed things up. Could be interpreting this wrong. Be about control. I thought that said DJP, but no, it wasn't. It wasn't. The golems are essentially dead, an endangered species, as you say. This entire continent's just hell in a handbasket. They're just fighting. I'm going to have the chickens finish off the golems, and it looks like the golems have finally been conquered. It's not going to be a stalemate like the Bark Folk v. Cold Ones was, but damn. So that means Magnus does die. Oof. Okay, then we're in the Age of Chaos. Nolan House is chatted. Okay, that is the chickens' first attempt at going after a rabbit country, isn't it? And the crocodiles are putting up a good fight against the rabbits. I literally cannot see shit. The rabbits are getting curb stomped. And they're about to take the capital. Kaz is literally about to get beat to death. Damn, Dejomith. Congratulations on killing the king. Confused. Wait, undercutting. Oh, man. It's not even canonically worked out. But good lord, that is a very, very cool idea for a saga antagonist, but... Okay. Damn, taking over the entire continent via capitalism. That's kind of based. Okay, we have like a... Control the flow of money. And the crocodiles are about to be driven extinct. The last King Kurak. The fighting is just outside of town. I think he's trying to run. Damn. He was murdered by a rabbit. Damn. The person that literally slaughtered the last king, that essentially slaughtered a child emperor, that makes sense that he's a psychopath. Ah, damn it! I dropped one of my coins. Pick that up. Not Uskus, really. And now it's the chicken versus the rabbit. Okay, then. I don't know whether I should just end it here because the chickens have lost their big nation, and it's only really the... I'm gonna go until year 500. I'm gonna cut it short because of one reason. over. Okay, then. Rab. Goal. Croc. Okay, then. Time to total up the points. The one with the most renown, obviously, is the Rabbits. They did really well, so they get 1 point. Won by the most members is the Rabbits, so they get 2 points. Most children is the Rabbits, once again. Pretty obvious. Okay, we're going to skip that one. One with the least amount of dead. Okay, need to scroll down. Is the Golems. They only have 1 member of their species left, being Shard Young. Rabbit. And they do have the least amount of deaths, so I guess that's one bonus to them literally being the first ones to be eliminated. Anyway. Start by renown. Obviously, Rabbits win that as well. The chickens and the crocodiles have not won a single one. Obviously, the Rabbits won that as well. They win this one as well. Not as badly as the cold ones won the other one. They are going to smoke the bark folk. That is 8 points. And 9 points for the Rabbits. And they are the winners of this. I think I only have one more round in me. Okay, we've been doing this for 2 hours. Okay. I think I might do the 4 again, even though it did take longer for them all to get themselves set up. It did feel way faster than the other one. So, Free Isle, one of my favorite maps I've ever made, mainly because it is a very, very good mix of all the biomes, or at least all the biomes I think are very, very fair. The swamp, jungle, desert, mushroom, savanna, the plain. There's actually a mix of jungle and plain on this island. In a jungle. There's a lot of jungle, I'm starting to realize. I think... Yeah, I know what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to change it up a little bit. Cover this. Yeah. Make this a flower biome. I know that this is probably going to make all of our tests inaccurate now, which I know kind of sucks. But... is insanely unstable. Anyway, I need to think, what biome should I make this island? I have an ice island. I think Celestial is a good pick. Actually, yeah, I can probably easily fix that. Now, this island isn't as valuable now. Genuinely the prettiest trees in the game. Anyway. I wasn't sure if that worked with that or not. I am going to change it because, God, no. No. That was an absolute horrible start. And I think that's what can cause the golems and the crocodiles to just both suck that entire run. Okay. Yeah, the hoppers. Anyways, time to roll. Let's see what we get, baby. And it's... I'm not going to use Debark Folk again because I don't like them. That is really the main reason why. And I just want to use the other ones. The Chillbeaks! Gingerbread. I'm going to start adding them onto the map. So, Chillbeaks, I know where I'm putting them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we have Chillbakes and Gingerbread Men. I'm gonna put the Gingerbread Men on the very, very center. Okay. Ooh, the alpacas. They're alpacas, not llamas. They're alpacas. The Chimeka. And Lemon Men. That's interesting. Okay, this is the most mountainous region on this entire continent, so okay. It's more like the wars don't happen often. It's more like when they do happen, they're extremely fucking brutal. Yeah, Lemon Man. Yeah, it was the lemon. Yeah, literally guessed their name right. I don't have the lemon biome, but why not even it out? One, two. How many of these guys are? There's 120, 205. The most. Okay, done. Begin. I'm actually gonna go do some stuff while this is happening. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoy watching these poor schmucks expand and become beautiful empires. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Sorry that I wasn't here. Oh, man. Wait. Oh, yeah, I did not put anyone there. Holy shit. Okay, I want to see how everyone's doing. So, the Loitan, the Kingdom of Loita, the... Goodness gracious, they have a large empire. They literally did what a couple empires ago did. The dogs, yeah, they did like the dogs did and literally avoided the swamp, except for that nice little chunk there. And the gingerbread just don't have their shit together whatsoever, which I think is very, very funny. Years has it been? Okay, so it's been 241 years. Not that exactly. 124 years since this began, and at 300 we're going to turn on diplomacy and politics. So, man, how are you? Also, average cheese enjoyer, you have very good taste in music. Okay, Yub. I think I'm going to have my bets be on the alpacas. I don't really have any strong feelings towards any of these species. Like, I don't think the lemons are going to win. I think the lemons are the coolest out of all the four, but I don't think they're going to win because they are extremely bad at populating for some reason. Damn, I forgot to do the laundry. So I will be right back. Sorry. You just have to keep on flushing that toilet until it eventually unclogs. These empires are, like, really good. Like, I think these might be our best yet. Might be our best. Especially Diddy Top. I think the only one that was actually as good as it was probably... Shit. There we go. Fix that. Fear. Okay, we're at 265. Okay. I kind of want the lemon, not lemons, what's the word? Oh yeah. The penguins to win. I think they're probably the best. And this could go to stalemate. Like, good lord, the alpacas hate everything in there. We're almost at year 300. Because it was an action. Yes, I can see the chat. Vijektoslav? I cannot pronounce your name, man. But I can see the chat if that's what you're asking. I might be slow in replying because there is a slight delay between me replying to you and you hearing my reply, so there's like a 20-something second delay. My friends complain about it all the time whenever I'm inside of a Discord call and they are also watching my stream. They're like, dude, it's so delayed. Happens. I'm just waiting until year 300 so I can start the chaos. Good lord. It's taking forever. Yes, I am American. I'm a proud Florida man as well. God bless America. Tariffs are a blight on any The politician that thought tariffs was a good idea and said, hey guys, hear me out. Taxation on imports, but our citizens pay the tax. The guy who invented tariffs, he's a dummy. Big old dummy. He's either a big old dummy or doesn't care about the average Joe. Either of which means that he was a terrible politician. Proud to be an American. God bless the Constitution. Anyway. Finally, it's year 300. Diplomacy can finally start. Good lord. Anyway. Boop. 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 Scroll down. Is there anything else I need to turn on? Maybe that, maybe that, maybe that. Maybe that. And that. And that. And that. And that. Yeah, he hasn't sent no chat. Anyways, may the politics begin. Of course the Penguins start receiving rebellions. Nanya. Sorry, man, I don't really give my age out to the internet. I might drop little hints about how old I am, but that's about as much as you're going to get. Is this anything? Okay. There's a very good chance that you left the stream. But oh well. Okay. I'm gonna slow things down a little bit. Gulks. Okay. Tugu. Who the hell is sending fireworks into the sky, dude? Why? It's like constant. It's so annoying. Yeah, that's about the maximum lemon population we're going to get. Nothing else has been sent. No, actually, I started playing way before I started watching Gorg. I believe it was Gray Still Plays that actually inspired me to play. I could actually pull up the specific video, too. Not that one. It was either this one or this one. One of these two videos. But I remember watching his I Built a World that fights constant extinction, built a world that simulates hell, and built a world using only psychopaths. Not gonna lie. The actual gameplay in it's not really that interesting. It was more of the his commentary. Gorg's funny though. Yeah, I can see why you thought I learned of this game's existence via Gorg, but no, Gray Still Plays. Anyway, so okay, Tafir is suffering an absolute walloping. I feel horrible for the gingerbread men. And the penguins. Like, both the penguins and the gingerbread men aren't doing too hot. Okay. But, like, these guys are just perfect. Like, they haven't fought. They're constantly sending off fireworks, and why won't you stop? Please, like, you don't need to send fireworks up, like, every month, man. Like, oh, fuck. I thought they were starting to stop. Oh, they're going after Teddy's? I think it's the gingerbread men that actually had the most kingdoms, but all those kingdoms are starting to die off. Yeah. Oh, fuck. I wish I could ban them from firing off fireworks, man. Ugh. My mouth hurts. Okay. I'm not going to say too much. I'm just going to say this. Yes. That's all I'm going to say. I could go into an entire tirade, but my channel isn't for politics. It's for playing stupid video games. Like Roblox here. Yeah, there's a right green claw. Yeah, that's right. Why are you wearing a suit? One of the stupidest questions a president ever asked another president, but oh well. Maybe because my entire country is being invaded by a Russian asshole, but oh well. Of course, me wearing a suit is way more important than that. Spore. Read my Discord status, and that will tell you everything. That will tell you my favorite game of all time, Spore. It has been a while since I've done a Spore episode. I need to finish story on Egypticus. And Spore was doing really, really well on the channel too, so just haven't had a lot of motivation lately to play it. That explains why it was going so slow. I'm gonna be gone for a sec. I'll be right back. So I might not respond to anyone's chats for a sec. Yeah, just not the live action one that's about to come out. Fuck, I didn't. Oh, hi, hello there, Renegado. Okay then, I need to see which races are still around and which kingdoms are no longer. Okay, looks like the penguins are around still, that's good. Nothing really has changed. Goodness gracious. I'm trying to wait till, like, year 500. No, it's not. It's still an open beta. So it's only computer only at the moment. Maxim announced on the Discord server that I believe he was working on the Android update. I don't know. I can bring it up real quick. Rollbox, public moderation logs, announcements. I'm from Brazil. Okay, I see. I'm from America. Oh, I see. Goodness gracious. Diddy Chap fell off hard, dog. The lemons are like the only ones that are actually having their shit together. You know, half their population's halved. Ooh, man, Hugo's not doing too what. Yeah. English is a very confusing language, and that's coming from a person who speaks it. We have too many theirs. Their, There, They apostrophe re. Too many. Too many theirs. And too many yours. You are. Then there's the YOUR. Yeah. Woo! Right pen lights. Anyway. I honestly have no idea who's going to win this one. Oh. Oh, goodness gracious. nemesis of the Waddles. I watch this content how much. Yeah, I think it's clickbaity. I didn't watch the original Cartoon Network show, but I did watch Race to the Edge and all of the movies. You wanna hear how I got these scars, Batman? Honestly, it's not a bad description of what's going on here at the moment. It's so fucking chaotic. But I'm waiting like a little over half a century till I send them all to war against each other. Which then I will have one champion. Simple. You get Steam. Go to the store. If it were to load. Look. World Box. It is $20.
Sweet little orc village. Let's make some trees nearby. A few rivers with a happy little bush over here. Perfect. And some cats. Everybody loves cats. What are you doing? My innocent cats? No! You will answer for it, dumb orcs.
I hope you have a good day too, Renegado.
Well, let's start again.
I had to watch that. I didn't help it. Well, anyway. There's the early access. Then go to add to cart. Simple. Goodbye! Only 60 more years. I think there is a way you can. I don't have the technological know-how to transfer worlds. My mobile worlds are very different than my computer ones. For example, I don't have this world on computer. I mean, on mobile. I mean, obviously I have it on computer. I wouldn't be playing it if I didn't. $50 more years till the stupid world could go bad. Fuck, I'm gonna walk. Nice. Okay. I did ask people on the official Discord server whether there was a way, and they did say there was. I just don't know how it works. Shouldn't let something like that get under my skin. Ledge is just a heart. It's just a lonely dickhead. Never mind. Oh no, Green Claw. There you go, buddy. No one else said anything. Okay. The original Gingerbread Nation's just completely gone. Are you based? I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. My personal opinion on whether someone's based or not. If you call yourself based, then that doesn't mean anything. What really matters is if someone else calls you based. That is how you can determine whether you're based or not. You get what I'm saying? So I myself don't know if I'm based. But there are people out there that probably think I am. And yeah, I'm very, very shocked that Penguin Empire had such a fall off, dude. Wugu has a higher population than Hungu. Oh man, excuse me. Mm-hmm. Okay then. It's about to be 500 years. It's taking forever. We're gonna have another stream start up soon after I end this one. It's gonna be totally accurate battle simulator. So, figured that you guys should know about that once I begin streaming that later tonight. That's my plan anyway. Okay. 7 years. Oh my goodness, it's 6. Thank God. We're almost there. We're almost there. We have 5 years until all-out war. I think the lemons. It's either going to be the lemons or the alpaca people. They're going to have this in the bag in the end. 3, 2, 1. Almost there, baby. Almost there. Okay. So you're 500? Let's see. Okay, so the deadliest war in history is the Clash of Freedom. Followed by the Clash of Broken Bones, the Horrible War, the Horrible Clash, the Huge Conquest, Conquest of Storm, War of Angels, Conquest of Iron, Conquest of Dreams, Conquest of Storm, Bloody Clash, War of Broken Dreams, Conquest of Steel. No, I do not. I absolutely despise that godforsaken app. I would only use TikTok to promote my YouTube channel. Only reason. And even then, I am not that desperate. Not yet. I have Discord, though. Honestly, I think my prediction about the lemons being the winners of this, if it were to come down to this, it probably is correct. They don't have a lot of manpower, though. That's the thing. So, let's see. Which we do have the same cutoff point that we do have for the others. That being 618. Once it hits year 618, that's when we're going to end the simulation, and we're going to go and end the stream. So, or at least tally up all the points and see who is the best. I think the lemons might be the winners. It's either going to be them or the alpacas. I don't know. I doubt it's going to be the gingerbread man and the penguins. Because mostly the penguins and the gingerbread men have been getting dogged on this entire stream. Not as badly as the crocodiles and golems, but, like, it wasn't nice, to say the least. Honestly, one of the main reasons why I liked the certain president we have now was that he said he was going to ban it and then pull it out. Oh my god, that made me livid. To be fair, I probably should not. From what I know now, I probably shouldn't have expected anything less from him. TikTok. Godforsaken hellscape. Anyway. Okay. Tolus is now dead. It's now owned by Lloydum. Lloydum is really kicking ass, dude. Diddy Chap, Lyman, Waggle. Yeah, I probably have to agree with that. I haven't blown up yet, though, so I wouldn't really know, but from what I understand from watching creators that have blown up, they do have a different attitude. For example, Dr. Rat. I was one of the very first people to actually sub to him when he released his first video that actually made him take off. And it was another YouTuber too that I was there for. Violin Guy, yeah. Violin Guy. He was also really cool. I was subbed to him when he released Blue. When he released Blue and Yellow, those two tracks, which those were fucking baller, dude. It isn't his best work. Yeah. I remembered this. I literally subbed to him either the day of or a couple days after Blue dropped by accident. Which, after listening to a bit of this, because Blue isn't really my type of music that I listen to. I do listen to music like it every now and again, but not really that much. It's Red that's music I listen to a lot. So was that Helmeppo? That looks like live action Helmeppo. I don't think it is, but it looks almost identical to him. I don't think it is. But anyways. Let me get back here. It is 5:51, we're getting close to the end, and the Lemons are kicking ass. I repeat, the Lemons are kicking ass. Oh man, they're kicking ass and taking names, dude. Man, I guess they're a little... Yeah, I know. The other day, like someone I used to consider a friend, this wasn't really the comment that broke the camel's back. It was actually a couple years ago. But, essentially, I have a Discord server that I, always, ping whenever I start streaming and shit. And he was one of the only people to respond saying, dude, people don't care about your YouTube channel. I was very tempted to be a spiteful bitch and delete his messages and ban him. But that's not what the bigger man would do. The bigger man would say, okay then, if you don't want to watch it, then you can just mute that channel so I don't ping you. I think I did what a bigger man would do in that situation and not the small, pathetic kind. Because banning and deleting someone's messages just because they criticized you, that is a pathetic and weak thing to do. The stronger, more impressive thing to do is to stand there, take it on the chin, and politely correct their criticism. That's just my opinion, though. People could disagree with that. Which, I would respectfully disagree with you. But not gonna throw shade at people, not gonna throw them under the bus, not gonna say his real name because that's what a spiteful petty bitch would do. Which I am a spiteful petty bitch, just not that spiteful and petty. And it looks like the gingerbread men are about to be enslaved by the lemons. By the lemons. And the gingerbread are down for the count. I don't know if the lemons can take over the world, but they're going to get there. They're going to get there. Both Hugu and Huga are weakening themselves by fighting each other. Yeah, even though, like, there are some people out there that don't understand it. Like, I can understand how it can change you, obviously. Even though it hasn't happened to me yet, or probably never will, I'm just going to be more optimistic and say yet. Oh, man, excuse me. Oh, man, the lemons, they're suffering in a rebellion. Yeah, because, like, once it really clicks, knowing that, oh my goodness, that many people love and adore me, then it clicks, dog. But at the same time, there's, like, those people that are very desensitized and don't really act like people anymore. They act like they're above people when them themselves were just like the people that worship them. They used to be a regular guy that used to worship famous people. Now they're the person that's famous being worshipped, which I don't understand how people can literally lose track of where they were originally, and I think it's just really stupid that people do that. But look at these lemons! They're kicking the asses! Go, lemons, go! I doubted them. I did not think they would win. I wanted them to, but I don't think... Damn, Loitan. Or Loitarn? Oh, it's Loitarn. Go, Dazza! Or Dazza! Prove me wrong. Come on, boy. Jordan Wood and Oscar Patel. Yeah, sure. Yeah, nothing more. Oscar Patel. This looks monsters. Jordan Wood. I thought that was a woman. Apparently not. Wait, shit, wrong button. Oh man, dude, they're getting their asses whooped on YouTube. Yeah, I might do that after the stream's over. And it looks like the penguins are about to be reduced to only one kingdom left. Let's see. Yellow Uprising. Oh my goodness, dude. This is so cool to watch. We only have 6 years left till this ends. And them Apelikas, they're fighting tooth and nail not to get conquered by them lemons. Go, lemons, go, go, go. Come on, lemons, you can win this. It's only 4 years left, man. Come on, 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 come on. Damn, we're so close to 60 views. 617, baby. 617, 617. Come on. And it is 618. 4,000 deaths. Goodness gracious, Lemons, you're doing really good. Blue destruction when you're not blue. Oh man, that was off. I see. Yeah, Lux Maxing, like, it depends on what sect of it. Like, there are some creators on it that are extremely cringe, but then there are others who are actually legit and actually give out good advice. Which, now it's time for me to total up the points. Anyway. How in the hell do they have the most renown? How? How? They literally have no kingdoms. Okay. Okay, this one works. Okay. It's time to total up the points. Ow. Them all. Pang. And GB. 1 point for the gingerbread. I thought they would not have gone a W, but alas, they did. Okay, obviously, the lemons get a point there. Are there 2 of them? Or, oh, they might have such a large population due to the suckers. That makes sense. Babies. How the hell do they have 2 points? How? Okay, start by deaths, and the Sour Sapiens have the least. So 2 points for the lemons. Okay, now let's look at kingdoms. Renown? I have to say, alpacas, you did not disappoint. Oh, hello, Carlos! Ooh, 3 points for the lemons. 4 points. Children, they win that category. That's interesting. So 2, 4, 2. Villages, 5 points. Which, dude, you literally just joined at the very end. Yeah. The lemons win with 6 points. Alpacas and gingerbread come in second place, combined at 2 points. That was the most entertaining one, specifically when it came to the end there. I'm very shocked that the gingerbread did not go extinct immediately. Peace is now across the world again. The 3 surviving nations. As I said, I don't give out my age on the internet. I'm just not. All I can say is I am not in middle school. That's all I'll tell you. Hugo Diddy Chap. Which peace descends on this world again as I end this here. Anyway. Well, anyways, guys, I'll see you guys later tonight if you decide to join. But I will continue this series. I thought I could do it all in a single day, but maybe if I sat down and did an entire stream, I would be more than willing to do it. But the thing is, I promised a friend of mine that I'd be streaming with him tonight, so I'm going to take a little bit of a break off stream, and then I'll come back later tonight. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'll see you guys next time. Good fucking